Hello, beautiful Black women, Goddess born. I hope you are doing well, and I hope you are holding yourselves, daughters, nieces, granddaughters, and Goddess daughters uplifted, held sacred, and protected. Black women, I may as well stop what I was actually going to talk about, which was I don't feel well enough to go on the range today, but I'm going to show you some practicing you can do from your bed with your concealed carry, right? Um, but here are the two dogs. This baby girl, she's a Chiweenie, and the Barker over there, who's a super licker. He's a Chiweenie too, but just a little bit different. So this baby girl, she is actually pregnant. So she's about ready to pup. I'm going to say she's probably a week from that. So since we're talking about the puppies really quick, what I will say is that I've had cats and I've had dogs, and I really do suggest this for Black women, if at all possible. I ain't talking about getting no crazy type of pet like some damn snake or lizard or some shit, okay? Um, but she likes me to rub her chest, and you can see the babies forming there. Hey, can you stop licking her for 5 seconds? I told you he was a licker. So, I am a Reiki master, and one of the things that I've learned over the years is what scientists have found out, that having pets helps to lower your blood pressure. It helps with depression, anxiety, things like that. Primarily, did I say I had cats too? I used to. Okay, my daughter has the cats. But primarily because they actually exchange energy with you. And when you're seeking to create your own peaceful environment, it's really good. It's really good with your pups. I will say that I am ridiculous about them. Like, they have to be bathed and spruced and spritzed all the time, and all of those things, and special food and all that. But I understand that they provide so much energy, and we actually exchange energy. So, okay, back to our regular programming, girl. Okay. All right. So, first things last, let me show you that today we're going to be working with my Springfield Echelon. And she is chambered, meaning the bullets that she uses is 9 millimeter. That's why y'all hear me say, oh, my phone number is 9mm. Right? So if you notice, even though I'm just showing you something, I just picked her up or whatever, I always try to make sure that my grip is good. Even when I'm not at the range, or I'm not at the range with the lanes and things like that, when I'm practicing at home, when I'm practicing pulling, when I'm practicing using my purses and stuff, I try to maintain having the proper grip. So she is, girl, we having a time today. She is empty. Now she's a little tight. She's a bigger, a little bit heavier than my normal light rat Ruger. So this is a Springfield Echelon, like I said, and I just wanted you guys to know that she is safe. There's nothing in the chamber. And I also want to show you, again, these are things you could be practicing just laying in bed. I, as y'all know, use blanks at home, right? And blanks look completely different than live ammo. You shouldn't store them next to each other, because you don't want to accidentally put a live ammo thinking that you put blanks in your pistola, the magazine. And this is called the magazine, okay? So this right here, this is one of my favorite friends, okay? Favorite friend. This is called a magazine feeder, right? So what you do is you press and it pushes down the last bullet that you put in so you can put in another bullet, and it's very easy to put that bullet in, okay? All right. Okay, girl. So we know she is safe. She is empty. There is nothing in the chamber. And okay, no, I had to show off. Okay, look. Okay, you see that? This is my red dot that I put on here. Oh, but my little girl. Uh-huh. And what happens is you have to make sure that the dot, let me see, that the dot lines up. Basically, you can see it a little bit there, right? See how it's lining up with this right here? Because remember, I've told you guys before, this site is, wherever this site is where your bullet's going. Okay, so if you got it down like this and you holding your thing like, no, that don't work, girl. If you notice too, I even picking up my weapon, I actually will hold it just like I would if I was going to shoot it. It's good practice to do that, right? Even if you're picking it up off the counter or you're picking it up out of your purse or wherever, you want to make sure that you have your grip is tight. And remember how I said I come in, see how I'm tight here? I come in here and I have my whole grip is tight actually around the handle of the gun. And see where my fingers are, my thumbs are? They're bracing as well. My finger is not on the trigger unless I'm about to shoot, right? So you don't point at something you're not going to shoot, and meaning you don't aim at something you're not prepared to shoot, and you definitely don't put your finger on the trigger unless you're prepared to shoot. So, yeah, I really wanted to make sure that you see, even though I was planning to go to the range today, because we generally do that once a week, even though I was planning to do some other stuff, I just didn't feel good today. So that doesn't mean I can't lay up here in bed and practice moving the slide and this, because on my regular, well, my normal everyday carry is called a EDC, everyday carry. It's smaller. It's my fave. But I told you guys I was gonna be carrying two, and I meant that shit. Okay, so here we are. This is my second that is usually on me. Okay, as well. And that's why we want to go and get permits, because you learn all of these things in a concealed carry class, right? And then you can practice on ranges. Then there are different kinds of ranges. So really, sometimes I just like practicing pushing a slide, right? You really do have to work your upper arms and all of that in order to push the slide, and it builds muscle memory. So if I'm just laying here and I pull the slide, hold on a second, let me get the camera right. So I'm laying here, I'm like this, right? I pulled the slide, which meant I loaded a bullet up there if I actually had bullets in the gun, and then aim, take a breath. There, do you hear that click? That was me pulling the trigger. So here, I'm going to show you something else while we're here, just really quick. I have a trigger guard on here. It came like that, and so does my other one of them has a trigger guard, right? So here's what happens when we're getting ready to shoot and we're first time shooters and stuff. This comes back to what's called a wall. So I just pulled the trigger back to right there, right? And then you take a breath, and there you go. Because we will freeze when we're anticipating firing the gun. And that's how you help break that habit. I love y'all. I hope you're having a great day.